How to conduct periodic business impact assessments or analysis. Select and implement information security management methodology. It doesn't matter if it's Octave. It doesn't matter if it's COBIT, ITIL. It's up to your organization. There's different methods. Select and establish an impact assessment methodology, be this quantitative or qualitative, actual numbers with quantitative on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, using Delphi method, most common with qualitative. Remember, quantitative is the preferred. Perform the business impact analysis using the established processes. You're going to do a risk assessment first, feed that information into the impact analysis, find those things that are critical, things that will cause the most damage, and properly protect them. Establish metrics that can be used to effectively and repeatedly estimate the consequences of loss of information resources. Whatever is going to cause the most loss, whatever is the most critical, is what you want to apply the best protection to. Remember, if you're going to lose money, and a lot of it, that's probably what you want to stop the hemorrhaging on. Periodically repeat assessments, compare the results against previous assessments. Make sure you never fall below the baseline. You never incur more risk than the acceptable level. Make sure your controls are still functioning and doing what you need. Periodically repeat assessments, compare the results against previous assessments. I think I just did that one. But you want to make sure your security is still working. Establish procedures for identifying significant changes to the BIA for a particular risk. New threats arise all the time. Bad guys are sometimes clever. Things that weren't a threat a year ago, they're a threat now. I remember going back to about 98, 99, 2000. No problem with RPC. It was a wonderful thing. 2001, 2002, we had a bunch of RPC worms that just hit networks like crazy. It was off the radar, then all of a sudden it was everywhere. There's always going to be a new threat arising. We need to periodically reassess and look for those changes. Look for what we need to protect. Consider revising the business impact analysis when major changes are made to the organization. Different things will take on criticality, or when technologies or the process controls and employees change significantly. You got a new process, you're going to have new threats. You're going to have new risks that were not previously analyzed. You didn't do a risk assessment on them. You didn't look to see how damaging something could be when it's gone around, when shortcuts are taken, or when it's been breached. So reassess, do a new analysis on it. Additionally, a small sample set of analyses should be reviewed for accuracy on a yearly basis. And we're going to look at sampling later and different methods of sampling, because you may not be able to look at all cases, but you may be able to look at a smaller set and draw conclusions from it. And continuously communicate with interested parties regarding the status of the business impact analysis efforts. They want to know the ongoing state of the systems, of the processes, so they can determine the amount of risk they face, how much risk they're likely to face, and make wise decisions for the future. And the implementers want to know what they need to close up, how they can improve security.